Compassion. Say compassion. Not sympathy. Not sympathy. Jesus did not sympathize. Some of us, when we are in difficulty, we want people to sympathize with us. And if people don't sympathize with us, we make them enemies. You delude yourself in self-pity, self-sympathy. Since I had this problem, he hasn't come to see me. You do that, you create more enemies, you lose focus. Everybody will have problem one way or the other. The rich also cry. So, it's everywhere. So Jesus didn't have ordinary sympathy, he had compassion. And Jesus said to him, to say to the woman, he said, weep not. Weep not. Weep not. Does that make any sense at all to us? He says, weep not. You just imagine that you have a dead son and you are crying and somebody came there and says, oh, weep not, nothing, I'll make you shout with me. You know, go drink. Say, that man is crazy. Here, my son is dead. I'm saying I should come and drink. Your only son. He said, weep not. And I will tell you why. They say, weep not. Can you follow me to Job 4:14-7? Job 14:7. And I get somebody to read that for the first time now.
For there is hope for a tree.
For there is hope for a tree.
If it is cut down.
That if a tree is cut down.
That it will sprout again.
That it will sprout again.
And that its tender shoots will not cease.
Beautiful. See that? Even a tree. There is hope for a tree. That if the tree is cut down, that it will spring up again. And even it will start having wonderful branches. So why do you think that when people consider that your business is dead, your life is dead, you have no more thing, and if a tree, when you cut a tree, it can spring up again. Why don't you think you can spring up? Why do you think one problem that you had will kill you? Why do you think it's because people didn't sympathize with you? That is why they will become your enemies? Why do you think it's just because, oh, this problem, I can't manage it. God, why me? It has to be somebody. It has to be somebody. People die every day. People are born. People have accidents every day. People have their children die every day. People lose their husband. People lose their wives. It has to be somebody. People are arrested. People are released. Plane crash every time. People die. It has to be somebody. So if a tree can be cut down and spring up, why then do you think your problem cannot be solved? Because it is difficult for the enemy. Why the tree, when it's cut down, it can grow? Because the roots are still alive. The enemy cannot go down to your root to dig out and destroy you from there. That is why when a woman gives birth, they make sure that the placenta is buried quite, it's put properly. A lot of people in Nigeria buy it. People buy it. Does it surprise you? Let it surprise you. Yes, they buy it. Have to dispose it properly. Make sure it's disposed properly. And we have to become, if that thing is the situation, then it is very possible that you can recover fully. And say to your neighbor, you must recover. Say to your neighbor, you must recover. And say to yourself, I have recovered. Somebody go to Proverbs then. Proverbs 24:16. Yes.
For a just man falleth 7 times.
For a just man falleth 7 times.
And riseth up again.
And riseth up again.
Then the wicked shall fall into mischief.
Yes. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again. Proverbs 24:16.
For a just man falleth
Yes.
7 times.
7 times.
And riseth up again.
And riseth up again. That's okay. But the wicked shall move into mischief. So the Bible appreciates that we can fall at any time. And so when you think you are perfect, nothing will happen to you, you can't have any difficulty, you are joking. Can you go to Micah 7:8? Micah 7:8. Micah is after the prophets. He's
7:8.
yes?
Rejoice not against me,
Rejoice not against me,
O my enemy.
O my enemy.
When I fall,
When I fall,
I
I shall arise.
When I sit in darkness,
And when I sit in darkness,
the Lord shall be a
the
light.
Lord shall be a light unto me.
Amen.
He said, rejoice not, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. And so he's simply telling you that even when you still consider that things are there, there is no hope, there is the power of resurrection and life. I want you to also understand that Jesus touched the bear. Jesus touched that bear, that coffin, that thing that looked like coffin. And what happened? And then he told the people who carried him, he said, stand still. He says, no movement. It's just like in the Exodus, the Bible says, stand still and see the blessing of God today. For enemies shall see today, shall see them no more forever. Amen. And when they stood still, he was able to minister unto that coffin. And I say to you today, whatever problems we have brought before him, the problem will stand still. Amen. And once something happened, when this boy was healed, Jesus delivered him to his mother. Why did he have to deliver him? Why didn't he say, meet your mother? When you order something and you give your address, until it's delivered to you, you have not received it. It's either delivered to your home or your office address, but there must be an address. So Jesus was looking for an address to deliver this parcel. He said, here it is, I have delivered it to you. And I say to you today, as Jesus delivered that boy, God will deliver your blessing. Amen. Because he was at the gate of the city. And it's possible that after that particular solution that has come, somebody could have taken that boy without being delivered to the mother. He wasn't in their house. Jesus met them at the gate of the city. So there was need for delivery. And the boy was delivered to the mother. And I want you to also understand that fear came upon them. Immediately this happened, they were surprised. The people were afraid. Why were they afraid? They haven't seen anything like this. And I say to the church today, at the time God delivers you, fear will catch all our enemies. Fear will come because they will say to themselves, oh, all this we labor to do. We thought we have put him or her in that particular condition. And if he can come out of it, it means all we have labored is in vain. So they will be afraid when they see you. They'll be shaking because you are out of it. And they don't know what will happen to them if they try again. So fear came upon them. If it was a person who did that, fear took the person. Because they say, is it possible? And finally, they glorify God and say to themselves, a prophet has visited his people.